Breaking news, Marvel fans, Bennedict Cumberbatch is said to be in Spider-Man 3. This seems to confirm a whole bunch of stuff we've been talking about lately. Let's break it down. What's up, everybody? It's Josh. Welcome back to the channel. Smash that like button. Let's get right into this report. This is coming from the Hollywood Trades, the Hollywood Reporter, in fact. It says here, Bennedict Cumberbatch joins Spider-Man 3 as Doctor Strange, exclusive. The move puts Cumberbatch in the mentor role that was previously occupied by Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark and Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury. The good and strange Doctor has been caught in the spider's web. Bennedict Cumberbatch is putting on the cloak of levitation and will reprise Marvel supernatural hero Doctor Strange for the latest Spider-Man movie installment starring Tom Holland and being made by Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures. The move puts Cumberbatch in the mentor role that was previously occupied by Robert Downey Jr., who played Tony Stark in Spider-Man Homecoming, and by Samuel L. Jackson in Spider-Man Far From Home, the latter reprising Nick Fury. The role gives Holland a chance to play opposite seasoned actors, gives Peter Parker a father figure, and gives the movies extra star power while also tying them together to the greater Marvel Cinematic Universe. Okay, so they go on to talk about Electro, how that will make some sense now because of Doctor Strange and the multiverse stuff. But guys, like literally, yeah, we're making a new video about this and it is a big deal. We're going to talk about it tomorrow on the live streaming channel. Please make sure you go check that live stream out. It's going to get pretty wild. But at the same time, this only just confirms things that we've been talking about here all week. The video where we were talking about the Electro stuff, the video where we were talking about Kirsten Dunst's MJ, and that's totally true and also flying under the radar. In those videos, I was literally explaining to you guys that many insiders and scoopers had been explaining that Feige is making a trilogy of multiverse projects, beginning with WandaVision, then doing a part 2 in Spider-Man 3, and eventually being finished up in Doctor Strange 2 Into the Multiverse of Madness. And yet again, we appear to be correct. And so yeah, this is pretty freaking amazing. It means some really big things. The fact that the Hollywood Reporter is mentioning that he's going to be in the mentor role for Peter is amazing. I didn't actually know if it was going to get that crazy, but it really looks like that Doctor Strange connection is going to be a big deal for Peter Parker, which is a beautiful thing, especially as Peter and Doctor Strange will be playing big roles in the future Avengers movies. And again, even though this is something we have been talking about, and we will get into this further on the live stream tomorrow, it is worth mentioning that, yeah, this is yet another sign that the connective tissue between Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures is being figured out and will have a huge significant role in both cinematic universes moving forward. And the thing I really want to focus here on in the back half of this video is that I am sort of taking this as a sign that Feige has figured out how to keep Tom Holland in the MCU. I just frankly don't think that there would be enough of a deal for Kevin Feige to take seriously for him to like put this much energy over for Sony. I mean, dude, what we are hearing about the Spider-Man 3 movie seems insane. I mean, Electro, MJ with Kirsten Dunst, the Green Goblin from that universe, possibilities like being really wild. And now Doctor Strange himself also going to play right across from Tom Holland, Peter Parker. To me, the only reason Feige would be bringing this much to the table with Sony is if Sony is meeting him halfway in the middle, meaning that, yes, I do believe Tom Holland, Peter Parker is going to remain the main Spider-Man for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I really do believe there will be other Spider-Men introduced over for Sony's universe. And we've even talked about this before, how Miles Morales could be leveraged and become the new Spider-Man for the main Sony Venom-verse. And one of the big reasons we think this is because there was a comic book run called Spider-Men after the Peter Parker from the Ultimates universe had died. The Peter Parker from the 616 universe travels into that dimension and meets Miles Morales. This is actually what a lot of Spider-Verse, or at least part of Spider-Verse, is based on. The Peter from our world meeting Miles from the Ultimates universe. And they could do something like that. They could figure that out. Maybe it will be Tobey Maguire, and maybe he will die either in Spider-Man 3 or in Doctor Strange 2, and that will leave Miles Morales as being the main Spider-Man for Sony. And one more just tiny thing here, I think this actually could set up Doctor Strange for the Illuminati, which is another big Marvel rumor that's out there. And I know this is kind of a hard thread to tie together, but let me try real quick. The whole idea here is that if Stephen Strange is going to be a mentor to Peter Parker because of Stephen Strange's relationship with Tony Stark, and he had just formed this bond with Stark, because you have to remember, Doctor Strange didn't just live in the time we saw with Tony Stark. He experienced millions of different timelines and realities with Tony Stark. He knows Tony. He also knows that Tony had to make the ultimate sacrifice to beat Thanos. He must have a lot of admiration for this guy. And so that's likely part of the reason as to why he's a mentor to Peter. But what is the other side of that? Well, I truly believe Stark wants the world to be protected. And that train of thought, I think, is what will take Steven to maybe go formulate the Illuminati. But that's it, guys. That's the report. The Hollywood Reporter is saying that Bennedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange will be in Spider-Man 3. We've been talking about what this means for a while now. Seems to confirm a lot of the theories that we have had based on different rumors and scoops and things like that. We'll be talking about this tomorrow on the live streaming channel. Hope to see you there. But of course, let us know your thoughts about the report in the comments of this video. And now let's shout out Clayton McCandle. Yes, indeed, it is the Necro Sword that Gore the God Butcher wields in Marvel Comics. Now let's ask another nerd card question before we get out of here. I want to know who forms the Marvel Illuminati in Marvel Comics. If you like this video, make sure you drop a like on it. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, what are you thinking? You need to subscribe so that you don't miss any of the videos. If you're enjoying the content over here, you will absolutely love the live streams we do straight from Nerd Ventures Tower, Monday through Friday, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.